What's going on, YouTube? Slimmer6 back here with another video. And the title of this video is going to be Quitting Weed is Not Enough. And the reason I'm making this video is to pretty much give you guys an update on my own personal journey with quitting weed. That's right. For me, it's been about 90 days, 3 months. No weed, no cannabis, no gelato, no za, no runts, no cookies, no none of that. 90 days, 3 months, giving myself a pat on the back, giving myself congratulations and all of that. But I'm making this video to let you guys know that, all right, just because you've been clean for a little bit, it doesn't mean that you stop here. See, when you quit weed, you're going to find yourself with more time. You're going to find yourself with more assets, more money. You feel me? Because you're not spending an eighth every day. You're not buying a quarter every 2 days. You're not buying a half to last you the week. You're not spending gas to go out there to drive it. So your pockets is going to be a little bit healthier. You know what I'm saying? In these last 3 months, I've actually, you know, spent more time and focus and energy and money on hobbies. I've been making better videos, even not even better videos, but I've been experimenting in different avenues and different lanes and finding a little bit of momentum with that. You know what I'm saying? I switched to doing a little bit more gaming content, and the gaming content kind of taking off more than the other videos was I was making about quitting weed, because y'all telling me through the viewer through the viewership, like, all right, bro, you quit weed, what's next? So it's like you got to progress from just stopping. So when you quit weed, you're just removing a negative aspect of your life, but now you got to add back into positive. So for me, it's like when I'm bored, it's like I'm scrolling or I'm sleeping too long. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, you gotta get up and do something, make a video, come up with a plan, come up with a new idea, make some money. You gotta do something. It's not enough that you're just not smoking anymore. It's good that you're no longer wasting your time, but all right, now I need you to add in something productive, because before you were wasting your time and you were smoking and you were spending money on it. Now it's like you're not spending the money no more. You got some of your time back, but don't waste it. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's like, just because you don't smoke or just because you don't drink doesn't mean that you're just absolved of, just any type of problems or any type of setbacks or any type of lack of momentum. You still might not have built up any momentum. So it's like, all right, let's eliminate this stuff that's slowing us down. But now you kind of gotta, crank the pedal on the bike a little bit and just kind of speed up a little bit, just to get yourself up to speed to where you need to be and get to where you're trying to get going. So just because you quit weed doesn't mean that you're just gonna become successful off just quitting weed. You have built a lifetime. You've built up habits of not being productive and not being in motion, and you gotta get out of that slump. You gotta turn momentum around. You've spent a lot of time on the couch smoking and scrolling and doing stuff that's not gonna add to what you're trying to get at and add to what you're trying to do. All right, you eliminated the negative, now you gotta add it back into positive. But it's good that you eliminated the negative, because had you not done that, it don't matter how much positivity you add in, it's still going to be overall negative. A negative times a positive is a negative number. So it's like, all right, let's remove the negative so that we might be multiplying two positive numbers. We can get a positive outcome and have a positive result. And that's going to lead to us having a positive mind state. Right now, the mind state is still negative, it's still pessimistic. You know what I'm saying? So you got to change the mind state. Positive mindset plus positive action, or positive mindset times multiplied by positive action, leads to a positive result. A negative mind state multiplied by negative actions leads to a negative result. A negative action multiplied by, or a negative mindset multiplied by a positive action, it's still going to be a negative result. It's just going to be bigger, type shit. So it's like, that's like if you have a bad mind, a bad diet, but you're trying to work out, the result gonna be negative. If you have a good diet and you work out, it's gonna be a positive result. So it's like, all right, we quit weed, that's good. Let's get the next positive. You might have quit weed, but you still gambling. You might have quit weed, but you still wasting time. You might have quit weed, but you still clubbing too much, or just in people's face too much, or just worried about other people's shit too much. You feel me? You might have quit weed, but you still snapping every time you get mad. Like, you gotta take the positive action. You remove the negative. That's good. That's positive, and then add back in more positive actions. You feel me? You gotta experiment. You gotta try different things. See what works. See what don't work. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my little message to y'all. I'm gonna rant for like 3-4 more minutes on this video. Stick around if you like, but yeah, just because you quit weed, it doesn't mean that everything's gonna just fall into place. Now it's like, all right, we need to develop some momentum, you know what I'm saying, and reinvent ourselves. Because if you don't reinvent yourself, or if you don't develop an identity that doesn't need the weed, you're never gonna fully be able to quit. You're gonna relapse, because I need you to pick up ideas that are gonna take you far away from who you used to be. I need you to develop skills and traits and talents that's gonna bring you far from the person that needed to even smoke. You feel me? In the first place. So it's like, all right, you remove the negative. Let's add something that's gonna help. You feel me? An example of like removing something negative and then adding something back in that's negative is like, all right, you stop smoking weed, but you picked up drinking. That's very cliche, but that's what a lot of people do, and just say, oh, it's better to drink anyway because I get more lit. You know what I'm saying? People actually quit weed and then just start drinking more. Some people might have quit weed, but it's like, all right, now you just watching too much Netflix type shit and you're wasting too much time overall. I'm trying to tell you, like, quit weed. You got some extra money. Don't go buying a bunch of clothes and unnecessary stuff that you don't need to impress people you don't like. Take that money and invest it. Now you don't quit weed. Now you investing. You don't quit weed. Now you're in crypto, or you don't quit weed and now you got a side hustle. You driving for Uber on top of your 9 to 5 type shit. You feel me? So the weed shit, the drugs and the clubbing and all the degeneracy, it's gonna like bring us down a cliff. It's like a snowball effect. You know what I'm saying? When you back on the way up, it's like a snowball effect on the way up, and you just gotta grab hold of that momentum, any type of momentum that you can find, and just hold on to that and just build on top of that. But like, just because you quit weed don't mean everything's gonna fall into place. You're still gonna have setbacks. You're still gonna have people that don't agree with you. You're still gonna have things that don't go your way. You're still gonna have obstacles and things that's coming up that you don't necessarily are the most thrilled about. But you gotta figure out some type of positive momentum, some positive energy to get you back pushing in the right direction. But quitting weed is not enough. All right, you're gonna have a little bit more bread and a little bit more time on your hands. Just make sure you're not wasting that time. So like for the last 3 months, I just been just trying to figure out what's gonna work for me. You know, and then I'm in the phase now where it's like, all right, we eliminated the negative, let's take action. Because now every day that I add to not smoking weed is not an accomplishment for me no more. Just like every time I make a video about no longer smoking, it's not nothing new because there's so many videos about that on my channel. So now I have to learn something else to teach. Something else. I'm not even a teacher, but just to share my experience of knowing something else. I got to figure out some other shit to just show people. We don't quit smoking weed. We learned that. We elevated. We got past that. We're above that. Now here's something else. Here's something else that I could show you. Like the other day, I showed how to put your Game Boy Advance games on the 3DS. You feel me? It might sound simple, but it's like someone probably liked that video and appreciated that video, so I made it. And it was new for me because I experienced making a video from behind the computer screen and putting my face over some shit. So yeah, it's like you just gotta learn some other stuff in life too. Don't just be complacent. You know, don't think just being sober is gonna make you the best person alive. It's like, no, you gotta be sober, and you gotta be productive, and you gotta run a mile a day, and you gotta do 500 push-ups. I'm not doing 500 push-ups. I might do 100. And you gotta do a couple, push-ups and pull-ups out here, and you gotta go run outside for a little bit. But just because you quit weed don't make you like this great person. It's like you need more than that. You need more. So that's not. I want y'all to quit smoking for real, but like it's probably people that do smoke that's getting more done than actual people that's sober. And that's another side of it too, and that's where they get in their argument from. So just because you quit weed don't mean everything's gonna be a start. It's a start. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. But I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to me. I'm not talking to y'all. But if you needed to hear this, just because you quit weed don't mean that chill. Like it's good, but it's good. But you gotta like figure out some other momentum, some other motion somewhere else outside of just having quit weed. Quitting weed alone is not gonna be. It's not. It's not gonna make you like Superman off the rip. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be better, but have a little bit more breath. Be able to do more, but like make sure you're doing something with that. Now it's time to take action. Our momentum was going in the other direction, and we done like stopped our momentum. Now you got to start your momentum back in the other direction. It's uphill to go up, and that's when it's actually difficult. You can go downhill way faster than you can go uphill. A car accelerate on the way down. And going uphill is a slow climb. Even stocks in cryptocurrencies, when stuff is going up, it's a slow climb to the top. When they want to drop, they will go down 5% one day, 10% one day. But the good days, it'd be like up 1% on the day, up 2% on the day, up 3%. That'd be a great day. But when something want to crash, it'd be down 10% of the day. Everybody done pulled their liquidity out of it. You feel me? So it's like, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, you stop your momentum going down. You want to just slowly turn your momentum back up, up. So that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Do something.